We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Here's Nix to throw right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And they get to him. After a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Under.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They go play action here on first down. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. The 3rd down coming up.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stole off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the quick, right?
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Texans at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Hey, Smash.
That is just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Colston Loveland, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past him and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Did not get the snap away in time. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
33 yards that time. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Nix to the air. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Speed left, speed left.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. The pitch to Blue. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Now Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Blue trying the right side. Now he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Oh, and
They go with Blue between the tackles. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He'll try again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Nick's going to keep this himself. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Able to slither by. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Blue. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
South. Under. Buggy.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Broncos 3.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now it's Nix. That one complete. It's tanked down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's going to take another shot here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Now the try here for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they do finally get him, but he takes Takes it to the 25. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They go again with Blue. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Touchdown, Texans. Luther Burden, a 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
16.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown, so here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Nix from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Nix to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Gesicki, A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer.
23.
Point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Riley Moss takes him down defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nick's going to keep this himself. That is caught by Dell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Take Dell, 31 yards. And the Broncos, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Stroud off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Stroud to throw it. He's got this complete to Burden. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Gain of 6 yards. That's 4th down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Nix going to give to Harvey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Stroud now to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 35. Stroud looking to change the play. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 29.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
All right. 18. Outside.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaden Blue, 34 yards. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 36, Texans 34.
Is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Nix. Going for a right side here, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 43, Texans 34.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18. Outside. 11.
Play action. Stroud now. Now he's going to step up and run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, south.
Stroud. That'll be complete to Blue. And he goes out of bounds. They're looking
looks like right at the 50.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Look at hot, look at hot.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here's first and goal.
11 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
Stroud back to throw. He'll swing this out to Blue.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. To throw with Stroud.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
2 yards to go, second down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 14.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. We'll get this to about the 38.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This